If your Silverado rear windows won't go up, it is stuck, or you hear a clicking or crunching sound inside the door, this is probably your windows regulator. And I will show you on this video how to replace it the right way and avoid breaking the glass. Hello everyone, Spanglish Garage here, and in my channel we don't waste any time, so make sure you watch the entire video because I'm gonna be showing you only the stuff that you need to see and nothing else. Now we have two panels around the windows and we need to remove those. Those panels are just pressed in. All you have to do is pull down and you will be able to remove them. But be careful, you want to do this gentle because these panels are held in place by some plastic clips that are really fragile and you don't want to damage them. The first time I did this job, I broke one of them, and believe me, you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be breaking that and then having to find a new panel or fix that plastic clip. If you pay attention to this panel, you will see that glue that I used to pay back that clip, and you don't want to do that. Just be careful and you will be good to go. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Now is the time for removing the door panel, and you want to pay attention because on these Silverados there is almost always a hidden bolt behind the door handle cover and under the armrest. Don't pry the panel until you get those out or you will crack the plastic. When removing those trim caps, you want to use plastic tools. Metal will damage the clips. As you can see, I was trying to use a plastic but it didn't work, so I have to use metal. But don't be me, don't do that. Use plastic if you can. Once we remove those trim caps, you will see that under the armrest we have two bolts and one under the door handle. Those are the only bolts holding this door panel. After that, the only thing holding these door panels are plastic clips. Be careful, you don't want to break them. Just gently pull the panel and you will be good to go. And if you don't drop any bolts while doing this job, you are not a truly DIYer, so you have to drop something.
Of course I gotta drop it.
At this moment, the only thing holding this door panel are just plastic clips. And as I mentioned before, you want to be gentle and carefully pull without breaking anything. And now that we got the panel out, we are gonna go ahead and disconnect the switch so that way we can put it aside. The other cable, the ones that open and closes the door, we are not gonna disconnect that. What we are gonna be doing is just leaving this panel hanging aside. It is totally safe. You don't have to worry about it. You are not gonna break anything. So that way we avoid any extra work. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect this switch so that way we don't put any extra stress on that cable. The reason why I had to change my rear window regulator on my Silverado is because the cable inside, the cable that pulls the window up and down, it just got damaged. Let me know in the comment what happens to you. What's the reason that you have to replace it? Don't forget to subscribe and like. When peeling back the plastic water shield, you want to be careful because we want to save and reuse that adhesive if possible. So don't go ahead and just pull it. Don't rip it. Be careful with it. Be gentle. And let us just try to save it. The more we save, the less we have to replace. Before you unbolt anything, use blue painter's tape to tape the glass in the up position. Do not use duct tape. It leaves a nasty residue that is hard to clean off. Blue tape peels right off. When disconnecting the rear window regulator motor from the cables on your Silverado or Sierra, you want to press right here where I'm showing in this video, and then you will be able to pull that plug. The rear window regulator is held in place by two bolts and two nuts. The size for those is 10 mm. And as you already saw, these bolts are 10 mm. Basically, all the bolts that we are going to be dealing with on this door are 10 mm, so you don't have to worry about anything else. Now, these two bolts that I'm showing right here with the green circle, those bolts hold the clamp or put pressure to the clamps that hold the glass. Those sometimes they are kind of loose and you don't need to do anything, like in my case, but sometimes they could be a little bit tight and you don't want to put the stress on it because you could break the glass. So you want to go ahead and loosen them a little bit so that way it will let go of the glass. For removing the rear windows regulator on your truck, either Silverado or Sierra, you can totally do it with basic home tools, any tools that you have available with just the socket, the 10 mm. You will be seeing me using this power tool, but the whole idea is to speed up my process, nothing else.
Make sure that this goes down.
As you just saw, with the window regulator loose, you just have to make sure it goes in an angle, otherwise you won't be able to take it out. So basically, the top of the window regulator, you want it to make it pointing to where the hinges of the door are. In that angle, you will be able to take it out. The classic old versus new. Make sure you got the right part. Now, as you remember, these clamps are the one that hold the glass. In my case, they came completely closed, so we have to go ahead and open them just a little bit. This is a simple car repair that you can totally do at home. It might look like it's a lot, but believe me, it's not. If you like to do your own car repairs and maintenance, don't forget to subscribe for more easy car repairs videos. Now, when reinstalling your new Windows regulator, don't forget to go in an angle. Remember how we removed it? Same way it has to go in.
Want to make sure this comes before the glass.
Now, while holding the windows regulator with one hand, I will go ahead and place the top bolt first, because that one is gonna help us align the whole thing. Some of the most common symptoms that you will have with a bad windows regulator are windows fell inside the door frame, which is obvious, the power windows motor runs but glass doesn't move, crunching or grinding sound when pressing the window switch, or window moves slow or gets totally stuck halfway. Now that we got the windows regulator in place, I am going to go ahead and connect the motor, so that way we can push it a little bit up and grab the glass. After that, we are gonna go ahead and do some final touches and go for a test. Slow and careful, move the windows regulator up until it grabs the glass with those brackets that has that rubber in the middle. You want to make sure that those grabs the glass entirely, but be careful, do this step really slow and careful. Tight those bolts holding the glass and remove the tape that we put to hold that windows glass up. Now for another test, make sure that the glass goes up and down smooth, without any issue, without any weird sounds. If done correctly, you shouldn't have any issues. So at this point, we are going to go ahead and secure everything. Now that I got the rear windows regulator tight and secure on my truck, and also the clamps that hold the glass are already tight and secure, I'm gonna go ahead and test it. This is the final test, because everything at this point should be good to go. It is important to do this final test just to make sure and not get any surprises after you got the whole thing putting back together. This hood right here that I am showing are the ones that we are gonna do first, because this is gonna help us align the whole door panel, and it will be easy for us just to push it in. Make sure to go all the way around and push firmly until you hear those satisfying click. And after that, do a quick visual inspection around the door panel, and you should not have any gaps. After we have the bolt back in place, it is time to install the plastic trim caps. Make sure you look at them, especially like this one, they both have a guide. If you place them in the wrong position, they are not just going to get in. So if something looks like it is stuck, flip it around and go that other way, because chances are you are not doing it the right way. Don't force it. Now for the plastic panels that goes around the windows, those have no bolts, no screws. So it's basically those clips that you have to press in. Therefore, just make sure they are aligned, give it a push, a press, and you should be good to go. If this video helped you fix your Silverado or your Sierra without paying the shop $400 to $600, that's a win. Comment if yours was clicking or just completely dead, like in my case. And that's it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.